Hello and welcome to the preview show of the Clear Currency Irish Senior Cup and National Cup finals, which are coming your way this weekend. Throughout this show, we'll be looking at all four teams and speaking to all four teams' captains as they prepare for what should be a fantastic weekend of cricket. On Saturday the 27th of August, the Irish Senior Cup final is between Lisburn and CIYMS. That's up in Bready Cricket Club. Before on Sunday the 28th of August, we have the National Cup final between Terenure and North County. We'll be starting off with the Clear Currency Irish Senior Cup, and first of all we'll be talking to the Lisburn captain, Callum Atkinson. So Callum, thanks for joining us in the studio and coming down. Obviously for Lisburn, a fantastic weekend ahead. You must be really excited, looking forward to Saturday.
Yeah, no problem. Been a brilliant season. Everybody can't wait. Everyone's buzzing around the club, so I think we're all just really looking forward to it.
And it's been a magnificent season for Lisburn. You've just won the league a week ago as well. You're looking to try and add an Irish Senior Cup on top of that. What's the success down to?
A couple of people have asked that. A number of things. A new coach, a number of new players, fresh start for us. So yeah, a number of things have contributed to it.
Obviously you've got a fantastic professional in Fez Fazal who's scored a number of runs. He's been an anchor at the top of the order. What's he been like to be around, and of course the ability he brings?
Fez is he's a quality player. Obviously scored a lot of runs this year. On and off the pitch he's incredible. A good mentor to us all as well. He's settled in over here. This is his fourth year here. Family over here as well. So He's been brilliant for us. Really looking forward to this weekend as well. He's a brilliant competitor amongst other players in our team. But I think the real important thing for me this year has been not just Fez contributing, but everybody else. There's been games where I go back to the Donna game in the Irish Cup where he got a duck, I think, and we still went on and scored 250. So there's been contributions all over the pitch. But yeah, Fez is a quality player.
Yeah, I was about to mention that. It seems your Lisburn side at the moment, as everyone kind of plays an integral part in it, whether it's bat or with ball. You've got plenty of bowling options, and that's been shown throughout the rounds. But that must be a luxury for you as captain to have. It's
been huge. Yeah, I think a team set up with 7 bowlers, all who can contribute. A seam attack of 4 and 3 quality spinners is a huge luxury to have. The likes of Matthew Humphreys bowling left arm spin, who's been excellent not just for us but for the Northern Knights and then away with the Ireland Academy last year. Neil Whitworth joined the side this year, who came from England, who's a quality all-rounder, very controlled off spinner. And then batting wise, we've got guys who complement each other and we bat the whole way down. So there's been a couple of occasions this year where our sort of tail end or lower order batsmen have got us out of jail, so I think we pride ourselves in batting the whole way down. So yeah, I think we cover most parts. And
looking at your route through to the Irish Senior Cup final, of course that semi-final win against Clontarf at home in front of an enormous crowd in Wallace Park as well. What was that like as an occasion, and to put in such a complete performance as well?
Yeah, incredible moment for us. I've never played at the park with a crowd like that before. There must have been 200-300 people there. Our support, to be fair, is always quality, never mind whether we're winning or losing. So that will do us well in the final, and a lot of people are looking forward to that. But that win against Clontarf really gave us confidence leading into this last point of the season. And to be fair, before that game, before that win against Clontarf in the semi-final, we hadn't really been looking at the Irish Cup. Everything and all the focus was in the league. So this has just been a huge bonus for us. We're going into this Saturday with nothing to lose, and I think that's a pretty dangerous prospect for any team to play against. So should be a great day out.
And playing against CIYMS, the two clubs were the last two NCU clubs within the quarter-final stage, and both of you have made it all the way to the final. They're a team you'll know very well through obviously leagues and cups. What are you expecting from them? They've obviously got a team full of talent.
Well, CI are a quality team, and I think everybody knows that. What if they won 4 trophies already this year and hunting down their 5th? So you have to be a quality team. They've got a bit of X factor and a number of players. Everybody's talking about Ross Adair at the minute. Mark Adair's brother comes back into the side. But any team sort of led by Nigel Jones, I think, is a quality outfit, whether that's CI or the Leinster Lightning. But we also have all parts covered as well, and we've stuck to our plans and executed our plans pretty well this season, and we'll look to do that again this Saturday.
And just finally, after the season you've had for Lisburn, how much would it mean to both yourself personally and for the club to go and win the Clear Currency Irish Senior Cup?
It'd be huge. It'd be absolutely huge. First time we've ever been in the Irish Cup, so already a very proud moment for all the players in the club. To go out and win it would just be very, very special. But as I say, I suppose we've met our expectations and beyond that this year, so we're really going in with a bit of freedom, and we'll just enjoy the day.
Thanks for joining me, Callum. Best of luck on the week.
Cheers. Thank you.
And moving on to Lisburn's opponent, CIYMS, who just won the All-Ireland T20 final down in the Mardyke last weekend. And down in the Mardyke, I caught up with Nigel Jones. Let's see what he had to say. So, Nigel, how does it feel to make it through to the Clear Currency Irish Senior Cup?
Yeah, it's pretty exciting. All the boys have spoken about it to this point. Getting through to the final means a lot to the guys in the team and to the club. So we're really looking forward to the day, and kind of like a pinnacle, I guess, for most people get the chance to play in club cricket on Ireland. And
for your side, Nigel, you have been without plenty of your international talent throughout the summer. How hard is that to deal with?
Yeah, I guess for us, we try and plan without it. I guess we look at the way when we have internationals available to us, we have Markadeer, it's a bonus. I think we have to play some good cricket and be consistent with our approach and kind of see it that way, that any time they come back, it's a bit like putting the icing on the cake, and we've still got to do the work as a team and as a group. And I think with that approach, we've been going to games pretty confident, knowing that we've all got a role to play and we must play it well without having maybe someone like a Markadeer and other guys like that.
Throughout the competition, you've had some brilliant wins. What wins particularly stand out to you?
I guess the biggest thing for me is the guys kind of being quite clear in what they're trying to do. I think that's something we talk about often. We've got the depth in our team, and we bat all the way down, and we have 7 sort of quality bowling options, sometimes 8 to call upon, and that makes it a challenge for me as a captain sometimes, but in a good way, good problems to have. But it's just important to the guys. I always say, look, make it difficult for me to take the ball out of your hand, and certainly with the bat, no fear, and back your approach. And as long as you're playing your way, we can't be too hard on you if you get out. And if we're all got that mindset, then generally the cricket we're playing is pretty good. And thankfully that's sort of been the case most of the times this summer so far.
What can you pinpoint the success of your team to?
I think, look, we've had a good little period for probably a number of seasons now, I guess. And this one obviously is another special one. I think we've got a few trophies there in the cabinet already. And it's that kind of culture that you create. We've been fortunate. I look around that changing room and dressing room, and we've had guys there for 6, 7, 8 years now in the same seats, and I think that's important in a team. I think at times CI, maybe in the past, you've looked at it and there's been a little bit of changing of personnel, but big thing for me over the last 5 years or so is having that consistency, and I think that starts to add up now. I think you're starting to see the rewards of having the same blokes there and trusting each other in our games, and the cricket then starts to sort of make its own mark for itself.
Playing Lisburn in the final, a team that you'd know very well, what are you expecting from them?
Yeah, look, I think firstly with Lisburn, they've played some really good cricket, quality pro and fairs, and a number of guys as well within that team have stepped up this year. They'll fight, that's one thing they'll certainly do, and pretty simple game plan, but they've been able to execute that really well this year throughout the league. They won the NCU League recently, and full credit to them for doing that. And obviously, they've got to an All-Ireland final, so they're playing some pretty good cricket. We'll not take them lightly, and certainly we'll probably rely a little bit on a semi-final in the Challenge Cup and the approach we took to that, and we'll probably try and do something similar. But obviously we're going to have to be nice and positive ourselves against them because they're a good team.
And finally, Nigel, what would it mean for both yourself personally, for your team and your club to win the Irish Senior Cup?
Well, look, it would mean a lot to me. I've been lucky over my career to play in some pretty big games, and I look back with fond memories on those, but this is one here I've not had the opportunity to play in, and I'm absolutely buzzing for the opportunity to do that next Saturday. And for all the boys in the team, we've spoken about the same. It's something we pinpoint at the start of the year, and we do it every year, but this year it's just felt something a little bit different, something sort of clicking, nice and confident and relaxed. And I know for all the club supporters, many a year they probably never dreamed of maybe making an All-Ireland final. So for them, we obviously want to play for them, and we want to make sure we can lift a trophy for them. We know how much it would mean to the older brigade, and obviously a lot of the young ones that are supporting us now, and the kids, to try and inspire them to do things and come through the ranks.
We're now going to move on to the Clear Currency National Cup final, which takes place on Sunday between Terenure and North County out in Rathmines, and I'm delighted to be joined in studio by the Terenure captain Donna Lynch. Donna, thanks for joining me out here. You must be looking forward to Sunday's game.
Absolutely. The competition hasn't been on now for 2 years, and we were finalists in 2017, semi-finalists in 2019. So we're hoping to go one better this year.
And at the start of the season, was it a goal, I suppose, at Terenure to really make an impact in this competition?
Absolutely. We thought we had the squad to go quite far in it. This and to go well at the championship as well. But then to get to the final, we really want to drive it home now.
And looking at your path through to the final, you've recorded some really impressive victories in there. But I suppose that win against Railway Union in the semi-final, the previous winners of this competition, must stand out as a particular highlight.
Absolutely. They obviously have some quality batters in their team, and we managed to roll them for less than 100. Kind of made hard work of the chase them, but to go out and knock them out, we kind of knew they were big competition, so very pleasing.
And when you're in the semi-final, even when you're chasing a small little total like that, when you've got the likes of Liam McCarthy, Kevin O'Brien playing for Railway, was there a little bit of nerves, especially after you lost a few early wickets?
Yeah, we lost a few early, but we had Regav at the crease, who he'd kind of dragged us over the line in the first round against Cliftonville as well. So as long as he was out there, we felt confident we could get the job done.
And it seems to be all round kind of quality within your side at the moment. You've obviously had Seamus and Henry scoring a lot of runs at the top of the order. There's been plenty of wickets taken between all the bowlers. It must give you as captain a great sense of relief that you've got both batting and bowling options aplenty.
It does, yeah. We've a quality all around side, and we've fielded really well throughout the competition as well, which is especially pleasing. But yeah, the fact we've managed to bowl first in the 4 games, and I think 160 was the biggest target we chased. So the bowlers have been fantastic, and then a couple of batters have stuck the hand up and got the job done.
And for yourself, being part of the Lynch family that's well associated to Terenure cricket, this must mean an awful lot to you to be captaining your side in a big final like this and potentially bringing silverware to the club.
It does, yeah. Very proud to be in the position that I'm in. Obviously my family's done kind of every job throughout the club, being there, done that, but so to see the club kind of succeeding and on the up and up is very pleasing in general, through the men's section, but then also the youths and the women's who we've been involved with too.
Yeah, and there seems to be plenty of things going on at the moment. There's been silverware for the men's teams down the teams, the women's section's beginning to thrive, and you've got a real bursting youth set up as well.
Yeah, absolutely. So the fourth 11 just won the back-to-back T20 Cups there yesterday, and it's probably something that the club has lacked probably over the last decade, is just getting that bit of silverware home. So to see that happening, the women's are thriving as well. They're winning games to beat the band, and the youths as well. We've youth teams in finals as well, so it's great to see.
And what do you put that down to? Obviously, I've been out there a few times with my club YMCA. There's been a few kind of barbecues going on, plenty of good community aspect. Have you really tried to drive that in the last 4 or 5 years?
Absolutely. I think our membership was quite low, kind of 5 or 6 years ago, and we've really focused on getting that up. The youth numbers are blossoming. We've more youths than we can control at the minute almost. But yeah, and then pushing that social side as well, where people aren't just coming down to play cricket, they're coming down to enjoy their time, make friends, hang around after the games.
And looking forward to Sunday's game against North County, a team that you'll be very used to. You seem to have played them an awful lot over the last 2 or 3 seasons. I suppose, what are you to expect from them?
To be honest, we've no idea what to expect. The last 2 times we played Railway, they rolled us for 60, chased it for none, and then we rolled them for 60, chased it for 1. So we've no idea really how the game on Sunday is going to go. Could be a low scoring thriller, or hopefully if we're batting first, there's plenty of runs to be scored. So we know they're a quality side, plenty of lads who've been there, done that. So we know they're going to put up a good fight, but we're really looking forward to it.
And finally, just how much would it mean to both yourself, both your family and your club, if you were to go and win the Clear Currency National Cup on Sunday?
It'd be absolutely massive for the club. Our last first team trophy was the championship, or Division 2 as it was then, in 2011. So we really want to bring this home. We're obviously, as I said, thriving in terms of membership and youth playing and those kind of other things that are very important metrics, but to get that bit of silverware at first team level would be really sweet.
Thanks for joining me, Donald. Best of luck on Sunday.
Thanks for having me.
Now on to the opposition side, and we'll be looking at the North County team. And now we're going to be joined by Eddie Richardson, the North County captain. Well, Eddie, we're here in North County. Your club are playing in the National Cup final this Sunday. You must be excited to get into it.
Yeah, I can't wait for Sunday. team are very well gelled this year, and we've been training hard. It's good. Hopefully we can get on the right side of the cup this weekend and get some trophies back into the club.
Yeah, it's been a fantastic run you've been on in this competition. Was it a competition that you earmarked at the start of the year as one to target?
Yeah, we tried to target everything. Ideally, we would have gone a lot better in the red ball in the league, but we've been doing well in all white ball competitions. Got to the semi-finals of the Sports Hub and then the T20, and now obviously the final of this. So happy with how we're going.
And your team has a good mix to it. There's plenty of bowling options as well. As captain, is that a valuable thing to have, I suppose, that you can throw the ball to many different people?
Yeah, it's a huge bonus, especially now with the white ball, the way sometimes it doesn't swing as much, so we have about 6 or 7 different options that I can throw it to any time. And it's good to Abdul Ghaffar and Usman, Ashar in particular, have been big bonuses this year. Really good wicket-taking options.
And looking at your route to the final, of course, you've had some difficult away trips, especially to Northwest clubs in there as well. And you beat Rush in the semi-final, I'm sure, as a local rivalry as well. That must have been a nice one to get over.
Yeah, we've travelled pretty much everywhere, as you said. With Rush, we made it a lot harder than what it was. We batted really well up to about 200, and then we panicked over the line, you could say. But it was nice to get a win over there.
And of course, in those sort of semi-finals, when it does get a little bit panicked near the end, as captain, is nerves going through your mind?
It wasn't when I was out there, when I was batting, and then I threw my wicket away, and then it got a bit nervy, all right, watching the lads. Some of the lads are a bit inexperienced, but thankfully we got over the line.
And you're playing Terenure in the final this Sunday, a team that you'll have played against plenty of times over the last few years. What are you expecting from them?
Terenure, we've had this season, we've played twice or 3 times, and both of us have been really one-sided affairs, to be honest. But yeah, they're a very good side. Dynamic at the top. Seamus Lynch is a very good, clean striker of the ball, and their bowling attack is very good.
And for North County, of course, you've got plenty of pedigree in the Irish Senior Cup, winning plenty of them down the years. I'm sure you were saying earlier you want to bring back winning memories to this club and get a bit of silverware.
Yeah, most definitely. With it, we've won the All-Ireland obviously 5 times. This is the first year in the National Cup, so ideally we'll get another medal and cup into the club.
And as captain, just finally, how much would it mean to you and of course your family and the club indeed if you were to get over the line?
Oh, it'd be fantastic for all the club. It'd be just brilliant for especially the older generation, to be honest, because the amount of work that about 4 or 5 people do in the club is unbelievable, and then the squad have put effort in since January, so it'd be great to get over the line.
Thanks, Eddie. Best of luck on
Thanks
Sunday.
very much. Cheers.
Thanks to all 4 captains for joining me throughout this show, and we really hope you enjoyed the preview of both the Clear Currency Irish Senior Cup and National Cup finals. Make sure to follow the 2 games throughout the weekend on livestream.com/cricketirelandlive, and hopefully you enjoyed the coverage.